Welcome students. Today we embark on a fascinating journey to explore the dynamic relationship between science and religion. While they are often portrayed as adversaries in modern discourse, it is crucial to recognize that this perceived conflict is not a historical constant. In fact, throughout human history, science and religion have often been nurtured by the same individuals and have coexisted harmoniously in many ancient cultures. As we dwell into this topic, we will gain a deeper understanding of science and religion's origins, interactions and relevance in today's world. By examining the historical context, we can appreciate the intertwined nature of these domains and the diverse ways in which they have influenced human civilization. Let us begin by exploring ancient cultures such as the Mesopotamian, Egyptians and Greeks, where science and religion were intertwined. In these societies, priests and scholars served as both custodians of religious rituals and pursuers of scientific knowledge. Ancient astronomers, for instance, studied celestial bodies not only for practical purposes but also for their spiritual significance. This holistic approach to understanding the world provides us with a valuable perspective on the compatibility of science and religion. Moving forward, we will explore the medieval period, a time when religious institutions played a pivotal role in preserving knowledge. Monastic scholars engaged in scientific inquiries alongside their theological studies, fostering an environment where science and religion could mutually inform one another. Figures like Roger Bacon, Thomas Aquinas sought to reconcile reason and faith, emphasizing the compatibility of these two domains for inquiry. The scientific revolution of the 16th and 17th centuries marked a turning point in the relationship between science and religion. Despite facing conflicts with religious authorities, scientists such as Galileo Galilei and Isaac Newton remained devout in their beliefs. Their scientific discoveries challenged prevailing religious notions, including to tensions that still resonate today. However, it is essential to recognize that the conflicts that emerged during this period were not representative of the historical norm. As we continue our exploration, we will uncover the complementary perspectives science and religion offer. Science aims to unravel the natural world's mysteries through empirical observation and experimentation, providing explanations based on evidence and natural laws. On the other hand, religion dwells into existential questions of meaning, purpose and the transcend, offering insights into ethics, values and the nature of reality that lies beyond the scope of science. While science focuses on the how and what, religion addresses why and ultimate questions. These distinct domains of inquiry can coexist, enriching our understanding of the world and our place within it. By embarking the diverse perspectives offered by science and religion, we can develop a more comprehensive worldview. However, it is crucial to acknowledge the areas where conflicts may arise. Disagreements can emerge when scientific discoveries such as the theory of evolution or cosmological models challenge literal interpretations of religious texts. Ethical issues including genetic engineering or medical advancements also raise debates between scientific advancements and religious ethical frameworks. Recognizing and engaging with these conflicts, areas which allow us to foster meaningful dialogues and promote understanding between science and religion. Nevertheless, reconciliation and integration are possible. Many scientists adopt methodological naturalism, focusing on natural causes and explanations within the scientific domain. This allows science and religion to coexist by recognizing the distinct methodologies employed in each field. Moreover, interdisciplinary dialogues between scholars in science and theology contribute to bridging gaps and finding common ground. These conversations promote a more nuanced understanding that appreciates scientific discoveries and religious insights. Whilst a valid and delimited form of knowledge, science cannot address issues concerning the whole of reality that pertain to philosophy and hold paramount importance for every rational being. These matters are deeply connected to the existential need to find meaning and value in one's life or the life world and extend beyond the purview of scientific investigation. In this regard, philosophy plays a crucial role in exploring these fundamental questions and offering insights. Religion, on the other hand, seeks to fulfill the same need through faith, which is not blind, since it has been valid, widely supported by rational arguments, particularly within the rich tradition of Christian theology. As science belongs to the life world, scientific knowledge and activity are subject to value judgments that can legitimately consider religious concerns. This recognition of the interplay between science, philosophy and religion allows for a more comprehensive understanding of reality, acknowledging the significance of empirical inquiry and human existential dimension. Now we can see the objectives of the present module. What is science? What is religion? We will be seeing, followed by understanding the distinct methods and goals of religion and science. Then we will be examining historical interactions and conflicts between religion and science. By achieving these objectives, we will try to develop a clear understanding of the definitions of science and religion, grasp the distinct methods and goals of each and explore the historical interactions and conflicts that have shaped the relationship between these two spheres of human inquiry. Defining science and religion. Science and religion have long been subjects of contemplation and exploration, drawing the attention of influential philosophers throughout history. By examining the perspectives of philosophers such as Auguste Comte, René Descartes and Immanuel Kant, we can better understand the definition and boundaries of science and religion. Auguste Comte, a prominent 19th century philosopher and founder of positivism, who is considered as father of sociology, offered a distinctive view of science. Comte defined science as a systematic and empirical method of inquiry that relied on observation and experimentation. For him, science aimed to uncover objective truths about the natural world, excluding subjective elements like metaphysics and religious beliefs. Comte believed that through the scientific method, humanity could progress and improve society by understanding the laws governing the physical universe. His perspective emphasized the importance of empirical evidence and a rigorous approach to scientific inquiry. René Descartes, a renowned philosopher of 17th century, contributed significantly to both philosophy and science. Descartes championed rationalism and methodical doubt as the foundation for acquiring knowledge. He sought to establish a clear separation between science and religion, proposing that scientific knowledge should be limited to the study of nature. He believed that one could attain specific knowledge about the physical world through reason and logical deduction. In his philosophical framework, religious matters were assigned to faith and personal belief as they lay beyond the realm of scientific inquiry. Immanuel Kant, an influential philosopher of the 18th century, approached the relationship between science and religion from a different perspective. Kant posited that science and religion occupied separate domains, each addressing different aspects of the human experience. According to Kant, science dwells with empirical observations and the study of natural phenomena, seeking to formulate universal laws based on empirical evidence. On the other hand, religion dwelled into metaphysical and moral aspects that were beyond the reach of scientific inquiry. Kant emphasized the significance of moral reasoning and the role of faith in religious matters. He argued that while science focused on objective knowledge, religion provided a frame for ethical and metaphysical considerations. These philosophical perspectives of Comte, Descartes and Kant offer different ways of defining science and religion. Comte emphasizes science's empirical and objective nature, seeking to establish it as a distinctive discipline separated from religious beliefs and metaphysical speculation. On the other hand, Descartes underscores the role of reason and rationalism in scientific inquiry, advocating for a separation between science and religion based on their different methods of acquiring knowledge. Kant's perspective acknowledges the validity of both domains, recognizing that science deals with empirical observations while religion explores metaphysical and moral aspects. By exploring these philosophical perspectives, we can develop a more comprehensive understanding of the definitions and boundaries of science and religion. They can appreciate the role of empirical evidence, reason and faith in each domain and the distinct objectives they aim to achieve. Understanding these perspectives also allow us to critically analyze historical interactions and conflicts between science and religion. It helps them recognize that these conflicts often arise when boundaries are crossed or when one domain is mistakenly expected to provide answers or explanations outside its purview. Furthermore, studying the relationship between science and religion provides an opportunity to explore the complexities of human knowledge and the limitations of each domain. It encourages us to reflect on the nature of truth, the diversity of human experience, and the multifaceted ways in which individuals seek meaning and understanding. It promotes critical thinking skills, enabling us scholars to navigate the interactions and tensions between scientific inquiry and religious belief. In conclusion, the perspectives of philosophers such as Comte, Descartes and Kant shed light on the definitions and boundaries of science and religion. Science is characterized by empirical inquiry and the pursuit of objective truth about the natural world, while religion explores metaphysical and moral dimensions and that extend beyond reach. Understanding the distinct methods and goals of religion and science. Understanding the distinct methods and goals of religion and science is a crucial aspect of sociological inquiry, as it sheds light on the diverse ways in which human knowledge is constructed and the impact of these knowledge systems on society. Sociologists have explored this topic through various theoretical frameworks and concepts, offering insights into religion and science, social dynamics and implications. One concept that sociologists often employ in examining religion and science is the idea of epistemology, which refers to the study of how knowledge is acquired, justified and disseminated within a particular domain. Epistemological frameworks differ between religion and science, shaping their respective methods and goals. Religion typically relies on revelation, faith, tradition as source of knowledge. emphasizing the importance of subjective experiences and spiritual truths. In contrast, science adopts an empirical and rational approach, emphasizing observation, experimentation, and the formulation of testable hypotheses to produce objective knowledge about the natural world. The sociological concept of social construction of reality also plays a significant role in understanding the methods and goals of religion and science. According to this perspective, both religion and science are socially constructed systems that shape and are shaped by social interactions, institutions, and cultural contexts. As a social institution, religion provides individuals with shared meaning, moral codes, and a sense of community. It serves social functions by offering explanations for existential questions and providing a moral framework for societal norms and values. Science, on the other hand, operates within a network of scientific communities where knowledge is collectively constructed, evaluated, and disseminated. Scientific knowledge production is influenced by social factors such as funding, peer review, and disciplinary norms. The concept of boundary work further illuminates the interaction between religion and science. Sociologists have explored how individuals and groups establish and maintain boundaries between these two domains. Boundary work involves the creation of distinction, the negotiation of authority, and the defense of one's own beliefs and practices. Some scholars argue that conflicts between religion and science arise when these boundaries are perceived as threatened or violated. Such conflicts can be seen in debates surrounding teaching evolution in schools or discussions on the ethics of scientific advancements like genetic engineering. Additionally, the concept of cognitive dissonance can be applied to understand the tension that the individuals may experience when their religious belief and scientific knowledge come into conflict. Sociologists have explored how individuals navigate and reconcile these cognitive conflicts, adopting strategies such as compartmentalization, reinterpretation, or prioritization of one domain over another. By examining religion and science through sociological concepts, we can develop a deeper understanding of the social processes, power dynamics, and cultural contexts that shape these knowledge systems. They can analyze how religion and science intersect and influence societal structures, values, and individual beliefs. This sociological perspective encourages critical thinking about the methods and goals of religion and science and promotes an appreciation for the complex interplay between these two domains within the broader social fabric. Now we can examine historical interactions and conflicts between religion and science. Examining the historical interactions and conflicts between religion and science from a sociological perspective provides valuable insights into the social dynamics and power struggles surrounding these two spheres of knowledge. Scholars have employed various sociological concepts to analyze these interactions and shed light on the complex relationship between science and religion throughout history. In exploring the relations between science and religion throughout history, examining the perspective and interactions of diverse civilizations and cultures is essential. Among this are the ancient Indian, Mayan, and Chinese civilization, each of which significantly contributed to scientific and religious thought. In ancient India, a rich tradition of inquiry and exploration encompassed both scientific and religious aspects. The ancient Indian texts such as the Vedas and Upanishads incorporated philosophical and metaphysical inquiries alongside natural world observations. Scholars like Aryabhatta and Brahmagupta contributed substantially to mathematics and astronomy, developing concepts such as zero and decimal place values. These scientific pursuits were often intertwined with religious and spiritual beliefs as ancient Indians sought to understand the cosmos and the divine through their explorations. Similarly, the Mayan civilization of Mesoamerica demonstrated a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and mathematics, which played a central role in the religious and cultural practices. Mayan astronomers meticulously observed celestial bodies and developed complex calendars that were used in religious ceremonies and agricultural planning. Their knowledge of astronomy helped establishing a connection between the movement of celestial bodies and the religious beliefs of the Mayan people, reinforcing the link between science and religion in their society. In ancient China, a blend of philosophical, scientific and religious ideas was prevalent. Scholars like Confucius and Laozi explored ethical and moral principles, while others such as Zhang Heng and Zhen Hua made significant scientific advancements. Chinese scholars observed celestial phenomena, developed calendars and made advances in areas like medicine, geography and engineering. Their scientific endeavors often coexisted with religious and philosophical beliefs, with concepts like yin-yang and five elements influencing both scientific and spiritual understanding of the world. When exploring the relationship between science and religion in the context of Western religions, it is vital to consider the historical developments and interactions that have shaped these relationships. Western religions, particularly Judaism, Christianity and Islam, have a complex history of engagement with scientific inquiry and the pursuit of knowledge. In the early centuries of the Common Era, during the time of the ancient Greeks and Romans, Western religious traditions encountered the rich scientific and philosophical traditions of the classical world. This encounter led to a process of integration with early Christian scholars such as Augustine of Hippo, Thomas Aquinas, drawing upon Greek philosophy, including works of Plato and Aristotle, to develop theological frameworks and reconcile religious beliefs with rational thought. During the Middle Ages, the Islamic world played a significant role in preserving and advancing scientific knowledge. Scholars like Al-Farabi, Avicenna and Averroes made substantial contributions to various scientific disciplines, including mathematics, astronomy, medicine and philosophy. Influenced by their religious beliefs, Islamic scholars sought to understand the natural world as a reflection of the divine order, leading to advancements in optics and algebra. In the Western Christian context, the Renaissance and the scientific revolution marked a significant turning point in the relationship between science and religion. Scholars like Nicolaus Copernicus, Galileo Galilei and Johannes Kepler challenged prevailing religious cosmology by presenting heliocentric models of the universe. These scientific breakthroughs caused tensions and conflicts with religious authorities when held geocentric views based on biblical interpretations. The ensuing debates and controversies exemplified the struggle between the religious orthodoxy and the emerging empirical methods of science. However, it is essential to note that the conflict between science and religion in the Western context should not be generalized as a pervasive and perpetual state of opposition. Many prominent scientists throughout history, such as Isaac Newton and Mendel, were deeply religious and saw their scientific pursuit as a means of understanding God's creation. The Protestant Reformation and the Enlightenment also brought about shifts in religious attitudes towards scientific inquiry, promoting a more open and supportive environment for scientific exploration. In recent times, there have been ongoing debates and discussions within Western religious tradition regarding the compatibility of scientific findings with religious beliefs. Some religious communities, such as certain branches of Christianity and Judaism, have embarked scientific discoveries, while others have maintained more conservative interpretations that may conflict with the scientific consensus on issues like evolution or climate change. Overall, the relationship between science and religion has been complex and evolving throughout history. It has involved periods of integration, conflict, and ongoing dialogue. Understanding this historical context provides students with a nuanced perspective on the dynamics between science and religion in Western societies, enabling them to engage with contemporary debates critically and appreciate the diversity of approaches within Western religious traditions. While these civilizations demonstrated instances of harmonious coexistence between science and religion, it is important to note that tensions and conflicts also arose at various times. In some cases, religious authorities may have suppressed scientific inquiry if it contradicted established beliefs. However, it is crucial to recognize that the relationship between science and religion has been multifaceted and has evolved differently across cultures and time periods. One prominent concept that sociologists have utilized in the notion of secularization, as developed by scholars such as Max Weber and Peter Berger. Secularization refers to the declining influence of religious beliefs, institutions, and practices in social, cultural, and political domains, often accompanied by the growing prominence of scientific knowledge and rationality. Sociologists argued that the rise of science and its empirical methods challenged religious authority and contributed to the separation of religious and scientific spheres. Another concept that illuminates historical interactions between religion and science is conflict theory. This theoretical framework, advanced by scholars such as Karl Marx, highlights the role of power struggles and social inequality in shaping societal dynamics. From a conflict perspective, conflicts between religion and science can be understood as rooted in competing interests, values, and ideologies held by different social groups. Sociologists examine how these conflicts arise when religious institutions and their followers perceive a threat to their authority, influence, or established worldviews from scientific discoveries or advancements. The concept of cultural capital, developed by sociologist Pierre Bourdieu, also offers insights into historical interactions between religion and science. Cultural capital refers to individual symbolic resources and knowledge which can confer social status and privilege. Sociologists analyze how religious and scientific communities have sought to establish and maintain cultural capital, reinforcing boundaries and hierarchies. Historical conflicts between religion and science can be understood as struggle for cultural authority, where each domain seeks to legitimize its knowledge and practices as valuable forms of cultural capital. Moreover, the concept of social movements has been employed by scholars to study the historical interactions between religion and science. Sociologists examine how religious and scientific movements emerge, mobilize, and engage in activism to promote their interests and challenge existing power structures. For example, in the context of evolution, sociologists have analyzed how religious movements have advocated for the inclusion of creationism in school curricula, while scientific movements have fought for the teaching of evolutionary theory. By applying sociological concepts to the examination of historical interactions and conflict between religion and science, we are able to gain a nuanced understanding of the social forces, power dynamics, and ideological struggles that have shaped the relationship between these two realms of knowledge. The works of scholars such as Max Weber, Karl Marx, Pierre Bourdieu, and others provide valuable theoretical frameworks to analyze the complex historical and socio-cultural context in which these interactions and conflicts have unfolded. Now we are in the last part of the presentation, summary. To sum up, while many people perceive religion and science as opposing forces, they are more intertwined and interconnected than often assumed. Religion and science both seek to understand and explain aspects of our existence, albeit through different methods and perspectives. They address different aspects of the human experience and offer complementary ways of exploring the world. Religion, which has its roots in faith, spirituality, and belief, deals with the issues of transcendence, meaning, and purpose. It offers guidelines for living a meaningful life, moral and ethical foundations, and cultivates a sense of community and belonging. In contrast, science looks into and explains natural occurrences using empirical methods, observation, experimentation, and logical thinking. It looks for the underlying processes and natural rules that underpin the physical universe. While the methodologies differ, science and religion share common goals of understanding the nature of reality and our place within it. Both offer explanations and interpretations of the world, although they do so from distinct perspectives. Religion often explores questions of ultimate meaning and purpose that science may not directly address. Science, on the other hand, focuses on uncovering natural explanations for phenomena and advancing our knowledge of the physical universe. Throughout history, religion and science have influenced each other in various ways. Many scientific pioneers such as Galileo and Newton were motivated by religious convictions and sought to uncover the rational order they believed God had placed in the universe. Conversely, scientific discoveries have challenged religious doctrines and promoted theological reflections. This interaction has led to periods of conflict but has also spurred intellectual and philosophical developments. In recent times, there has been a growing recognition of the compatibility between religion and science. Numerous theologians, philosophers, and scientists have advocated for dialogue and integration, highlighting the potential for a more nuanced understanding of the world when both perspectives are considered. They argue that religion can offer valuable insights into human experience, morality, and purpose, while science provides empirical evidence and a deeper understanding of the natural world. Recognizing the interplay between religion and science encourages a broader perspective that acknowledges the limitations and strengths of each domain. It fosters intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and a deeper appreciation for the complexity of human existence. Rather than viewing religion and science as adversaries, embarking their interconnectedness allow for a more holistic and comprehensive worldview. In conclusion, while religion and science approach the world from different angles, they are not mutually exclusive. They provide distinct but complementary perspectives that can enrich our understanding of reality. By recognizing the interrelationships between religion and science, we can foster a more inclusive and integrated approach to knowledge, leading to a deeper appreciation of the mysteries and wonders of the universe. Thank you.